From Hollywood, it's Jimmy Kimmel Live. Tonight, Tom Cruise from Mistresses, Alyssa Milano in music from Boys to Men with Cleto and the Cleatones. And now, right back at you, here's Jimmy Kimmel.
You picked the right night to be here. We have a big something for everyone tonight. Each of our guests tonight has stood the test of time. Alyssa Milano is here, Boys to Men is here, and that guy from that movie Cocktail, Tom Cruise, will be here too. Or is Tom Cruise already here, dressed in black and dangling from our ceiling? No, he isn't. He is not. No. Show called Mistresses that airs Monday nights here on ABC. Alyssa Milano is here with us, and she's very pregnant. And then, this is their new CD. It's called Collide. It comes out September 30th. Boys to Men from the AT&T stage. We have two new shows for you on Thursday night, and on Thursday in prime time, our first Jimmy Kimmel Live NBA Game Night Special of the year with Martin Lawrence. That airs at 8 o'clock in the East, 7 o'clock Central, and after Game 1 on the West Coast. I know you'll never remember any of this. But and then join us at our regular time with 50 Cent, Jenny Slate, and One Republic after that. You know, if you look the phrase movie star up in the dictionary, you'll get a very boring definition. So instead, you can gaze upon our first guest and take it all in. His films have grossed more than $7 billion. His newest is the sci-fi thriller Edge of Tomorrow. It opens at theaters Friday. Please welcome Tom Cruise. Very good to see you. Thank you. You exercise, don't you? I can tell.
Not much.
You're very solid. You're very solid. So, like today, what did you do the first thing you woke up this morning? What did you do?
Brush my teeth.
Okay. Just like regular people.
Just
Stars
like
really are just like
You gotta floss, you gotta do the whole thing. Just gotta get it over with.
Do you shave yourself, or do you have a team that does that?
No, I have people that do that for me.
That's nice.
Yeah, if you ever need any help with that,
I might need a little bit of help. You know what's weird? I was in the bathroom.
They shave me, and then I go in and they dress me. And
they do. That's very, very nice.
They don't do that for you, is it?
Next time you're here, maybe we'll shave together. I think that would be a great thing.
Okay.
Yeah, people do
That's
take
a
things.
Joke.
Oh, you know, your co-star.
I have to say that nowadays.
Emily Blunt was here 2 weeks ago.
Blunt.
And she told me that
She's great.
You came up with a plan to have 3 movie premieres in 3 countries in one day.
Well, no, what happened, Warner Brothers and the gang there.
Oh, that was their plan.
And I called Emily and I said, look, I'll do it. Are you okay? She just had a baby and everything. I said, do you want to do it? And she said, sure, she'd do it. So we did 3 in one day.
3 in one day. Yeah. It was, let's see, it started in London at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Who comes to a movie at 7 a.m.?
I didn't know if anyone was going to show up. There was a premiere, and people came.
And they did. Yeah. Paris at 2 p.m.
Yeah.
New York at 10 p.m.
Yeah.
And you flew Southwest, Coach.
Yeah, exactly.
Unbelievable.
It's a very good airline.
Can you even, like, can you even focus and can you make sense of what you're saying?
You know, I thought I was. But by the time we got to New York, I'm not responsible for what I said in that last premiere. I don't know what I said.
It seems like
my lips were numb, and I thought, I'm still talking here. Are my lips? Am I talking, or did that?
You are talking. I see words, and you are making sense.
It's not just in my mind.
No. We're here on a show right now, Tom.
Where am I?
You're in California. How many hours a night do you sleep? Is it more than 2?
You always want more. I mean, I sleep a few hours a night.
Is it right?
Depends. It depends. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes more, sometimes less.
When I hear about the things you're doing and I see how rugged you are and how many, it always makes me feel bad about myself. It really does. It makes me feel like I'm not squeezing the bar rag as hard as you are. Do you remember the first time you went on a world tour for a film where they sent you around to other countries to promote it?
Yeah, it was amazing.
Which movie was it for?
Top Gun.
Top Gun. Oh, wow. So do you remember where you went?
We traveled all over the world, in Italy, Paris, Japan. I always wanted to travel foreign, and it was amazing.
And would you stay there for like 3 hours and then
Yeah, at the
move on?
beginning, it took 4 months, this tour.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we used to do these tours foreign. It would take months. You'd spend weeks in one place, which I loved spending that time, but I was working, we were editing. You know, Scorsese was editing Color Money. I remember like an early draft of Rain Man. There was like, and I was there in Paris, and I thought I want to make movies. So that's when I kind of came up with the idea of doing like a country, and I thought we'd do it in do a country in a couple of days. You know, I like premieres. I like when I saw the old photos of the Grumman's Chinese, or those wonderful premieres. And
yeah,
so
right.
I came up with the idea of let's have premieres in different countries and then kind of do it that way.
You started that?
Yeah, I came up with that. It took me a few years to get it going.
Wow.
Yeah.
So all these other actors must want to kill you. Wow.
You know, I never thought of it that way. We've never...
You know, we're talking about Top Gun in the office today, and it's interesting that that's the movie that you won on your first world tour. Do you know how much Top Gun grossed the first weekend it opened? I looked it up on IMDb today, and I don't know I assume it's right. $2 million.
It's 1.9.
Really? And somehow, I mean...
I know movies used to play for a year in the theaters. You'd release a movie and it would just play and play. Now you got an afternoon.
I think yeah.
I think it's like an afternoon, and then that's it.
Ultimately made like $350 million or something insane like that, but yeah. It turns out that big tour you did was really for nothing. It was a complete waste of time. But I hope you had fun.
I did. I had a great time. I'll never forget Paris. It was amazing.
I have a quote from your friend Will Smith. He said, when I did I Am Legend, I sent Tom the script. He sent me back 4 hours of changes. Is that true?
I mean, we help each other, you know. Friends will send me scripts, I send them stuff, and we kind of go back and forth. And whether they listen to it or not, I don't know.
You give it that much thought?
If someone asks me my opinion and wants to know, I'll go through it for them and try to help them and give my own viewpoint.
Can we go through my monologue for tomorrow?
Yeah, let's do it. I'll go through it word for word.
After the
You'll
show.
probably read it and go,
And did Will take notes from... I mean, if you give me 4 hours of notes, I'd feel compelled to take all of them. I really would.
I don't know.
I heard also you watch a movie every day.
Yeah, I try to watch a film every day.
Just for fun, or...?
Just, I love it. I love movies. I grew up loving movies.
Will you watch one later, or have you watched one already?
I haven't decided yet. Sometimes and I'll watch scenes of films the way some people will listen to just like tracks of music.
Really?
Yeah.
You'll have something queued up?
I'll just go and I'll pull up scenes just to look at how they shot it and look at...
What kind of scenes in particular?
Well, any kind of scene.
What
look at the opening monologue of Patton, or the scene between Brando and Pacino, you know, or any kind of movie. There's just different movies where I look at it and just kind of admire the structure of the scene and the performance. But I'll watch a movie a day. I watch most of the films that come out all over the world. I try to watch a lot of those films, and then I'll go back and I'll look at, you know.
So when you give notes, you know what's going on. You know what you're talking about.
Yeah, whether they listen or not.
What movie have you watched the most frequently?
That's hard, because I don't know which one, because there's so many. You know, I'll go all the way back to Buster Keaton, Charlie Chaplin.
Really?
You know, Lloyd, all of that whole time. I just love movies.
Well, this new movie, I thought was fantastic. I mean, it's really, and there is a theme there of over and over again, which we'll talk about in a moment. And
yeah, that's right. And that's what the premieres are about. It was in theme of the movie.
In the theme of the movie.
In the theme of the movie.
I see. That makes sense.
That wasn't just like, let's do 3 premieres across. It was in the theme of the film.
I got you. So you won't.
I'm a little slow still,
every
like jet lag. I was like, I missed my cue on that.
Don't worry, I'm slow
great.
too.
Thank
Tom Cruise is here. I know that for a fact. We'll be right back.
stop. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Because I've been thinking. I mean, this thing's in my blood. So maybe there's some way I can transfer it to you.
I've tried everything. It doesn't work.
I mean, have you, tried all the options?
Oh, you mean sex? Yeah, tried it.
How many times?
All right.
It's Tom Cruise, Emily Blunt, and Edge of Tomorrow. It's worth asking.
You gotta ask.
I love the movie. I thought it was great. I think it's going to be a huge, huge hit. Maybe you'll even watch it one night by yourself. So the idea of the movie is similar. People keep mentioning Groundhog Day because there is a similarity to that movie. You had to shoot the scenes over and over again in a slightly different way each time.
Each time.
So in a way, you were
it's like
living the plot of the movie.
It's kind of like a video game, or it's it's a hard film to describe to people. You just got to experience it.
That's a good way of putting it. It's like playing Donkey Kong.
Yeah, and you can see from that scene,
you're doing
you're
the
going
same,
to different levels.
Yeah, you're doing the same thing, and you hopefully will get to a certain
to the next level. And she's training me, and she just crushes me in the film. She's training me there, and I'm trying to give her the power at that point.
Right, yeah.
She didn't accept it.
Very gentlemanly.
It's like,
you were wearing
like Wile E. Coyote in
these big, heavy costumes.
Yeah.
Why were you wearing heavy costumes? Couldn't they make that out of plastic?
Can't figure that out.
That would have been my first demand.
When I got it on, I was like, there's no way to make it any lighter. It was plastic.
It was?
Yes.
What kind of plastic is that?
That was my first question.
Emily said
But I didn't tell anyone because Blunt hadn't showed up yet. She trained for 3 months for it. I knew it was going to be challenging, and it just looks cool on film. But, we got to act in this stuff. So I asked all those questions immediately. And I never told her how heavy the suit was.
Yeah, right.
But I made sure I was there the first day that she tried it on, and she was doing her stunts.
And what was her reaction?
She cried. She cried. I was standing there. I was like, all the stunt guys left, and she cried. And I was, I'm friends with her husband, John, and I'm like going, her first stunt film. I'm doing it. I was just looked at her. I was like, what do you say at that moment when that's happened? I just looked at her. I thought, I just have to try to make her laugh. So I just was very serious. I said, don't be such a wuss. And she just stopped for a second, looked at me like, you're not giving me any... She just burst out laughing.
Well, that's one of those things that when you're doing it, it's hard for other people to complain about it. That's why you ruin everything
I had
for everyone.
Rule. No one was allowed to complain. No one was allowed to complain about it.
And do you actually like it, or are you secretly going, oh, this is terrible, but I'm just going to try to be positive and motor through it?
I enjoyed it. And I feel like I've got to power through and motor through it. But you have to enjoy the challenge of it. To be able to act, and when you see, there's physical comedy that we have in this film, and it's enormously entertaining. And to figure out what we can do, and it's something that you don't see today. And it was worth it, But there was one time Emily was constantly, we had this deal. No one's allowed to complain about the suit. Of course, after the film, everyone said they complained about it, but just not
to you,
not to me, not in front of me. So I was like, fine.
Yeah, no problem.
No problem. I don't want to hear it. But yeah, so there was a time we were on the drop ship. There's this cool drop ship in the thing, and she was just like, "This is hard, isn't it? This is hard." And we were just in this. We were like sardines in this can, and I just said, it's a challenge. That's a challenge.
That's all you would give.
That's all I gave.
Oh,
But she took that as a victory.
Your kids.
She was like, I got you.
Do you have the same philosophy with your children? No complaining, or at least Dad doesn't get to hear it.
No.
Complaining is allowed at home.
Like, whatever.
Well, whatever happened, it was worth it for us because it came out really great. And I hope that tonight, when you go home and click on a Tyler Perry movie or whatever. Or whatever you will watch tonight, you will take some satisfaction in that. Tom Cruise, everybody. The movie's called Edge of Tomorrow. It opens Friday. We'll be right back on Listen Milano, Voice of Men.